Are you looking for the best portable power stations? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best portable power stations on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Anker Solix C1000. We awarded the Anker Solix C1000, $999, our overall best in show because Anker really nailed it with a versatile balance of size, power, portability, and functionality all wrapped up into an aesthetically appealing package. With a price under $1,000, it's also a decent deal. 1,000 watt-hours is enough to run 90% of what most people need a power station for, while still being easy to lift and stow. In our tests, it had plenty of inverter to run the reciprocating saw for chopping firewood, the single-pod coffee maker, and the Instant Pot. Combined with portable solar, it can keep up with a dual-zone electric cooler on a multi-day trip. Or, if you're near a wall outlet, you can fully recharge it in less than an hour. The C1000 carries well, too. We can lift the 28 pounds without worry of straining our back, plus there are solid handles on both ends, which balance the weight well. It's actually the third lightest power station per watt-hour in this guide. That makes it practical to bring to the beach or park. It's handy for running work lights and the perfect size for fully charging e-bike batteries. A nice bonus is the light bar on the front, with 3 settings including a particularly soothing warm tone. Under the cover, the C1000 has all of Anker's signature quality components, including industrial-grade electronics and a unibody design with an internal aluminum frame for when you drop it. To our horror, we unwittingly put this to the test, and it passed. Anker also uses GaN, an advanced technology using gallium nitride-based transistor chips, which allows it to charge more efficiently than traditional silicon chips. That translates into 2 major practicalities: a longer lifespan and less fan runtime. In other words, more birdsong, less whirring. So far, Anker and Yoshino are the only brands touting GaN technology. If you need more power down the road, you can add an expansion battery to double the watt-hours to 2112. This is great for people who would rather have 2000 Wh but can't afford to buy it all at once, or for those who are usually fine with 1000 Wh but want the option to expand that for extended trips. Our only complaint with the C1000 is the cable that attaches the expansion battery to the main unit. It's thick and heavy, so it sticks out quite a ways, nearly doubling the width requirements when the two are connected. It seems likely they could fix this by using 90-degree plugs. At number 2. BougeRV Rover2000. Before we get into why the new BougeRV Rover2000 wins our Best Solar Generator category, we have to tout its other merits. Its $1,699 price is a great deal, just 85 cents per watt-hour, and even better when you use a 20% off code like AFF20, and at 47 pounds, it's a full 15 pounds lighter, 30%, than its closest competitor. That's partly because the Rover2000 is the first portable power station that we know of using semi-solid-state NCM battery technology. Without going down a battery composition rabbit hole, this means it's safer than the standard liquid-based NMC technology, lighter than LiFePO4, and more compact than either. With this model, BougeRV has seriously jumped into the portable power station tech race. As for solar, the Rover2000 won our solar accolade for one obvious reason: it can take in more watt-hours from the sun in a shorter amount of time than its competitors of similar watt-hour size. Another win is the company's range of portable solar panels. Along with typical 100W and 200W styles, BougeRV also sells a 100W solar blanket that folds to roughly 14 inches by 10.5 inches by 1 inch, slips into a slim carrying case, and uses CIGS, an emerging solar panel technology that's lighter with higher output. The Rover2000 has a lot of other perks, too. It is housed in an aluminum case for durability and includes a 5-setting light bar. It's also crazy expandable, taking 3 2008 Wh batteries. That means it's also a good candidate for a camper/van build. We gave it all of our standard charging and discharging tests and put it through the ringer with power tools and appliances, and it passed with flying colors. On the downside, it doesn't have wheels, though BougeRV sells a sturdy hand truck that works decently, even in the dirt. The expansion battery tends to slip off of the top of the main unit, though, so don't wheel around the combo without strapping it down. Also, there's no 30A RV outlet, and its various other outlets are on the short ends of the rectangle, which means you have to keep access space open on both ends. Finally, the battery is good for roughly 3,000 full recharging cycles. That's better than regular NMC but only about half the longevity of Leaf AP04. Will you need to recharge it more than 3,000 times? Probably not. And by the time you get there, new battery technologies will probably have stolen the spotlight anyway. At number 3. Anker Solix F2000. Anker's second largest portable unit, the Solix F2000, $1,999, is a great mix of portability, durability, and serious power, which is why it wins our Best for Van Life and Overlanding category. Because it can simultaneously run multiple hydro appliances, you don't have to worry about disconnecting the electric cooler or space heater when it's time to brew a cup of coffee and run the reciprocating saw to cut firewood. Another major plus of the Solix 2000 is the collapsible handle and built-in wheels. It's the only power station in its class with this feature, which is a big deal because otherwise, these can be a bit formidable to lug around. The wheels are also large and sturdy enough to roll through dirt and gravel, which is nice when you're moving it about camp or into a sunny spot for solar recharging. A side note, in our opinion, anything over 25 pounds should have wheels to truly be considered portable, but few actually do. The Solix F2000 includes a wealth of high-grade components, including an EV-grade battery, commercial-grade electronics, a sturdy unibody design with an internal aluminum frame, and a next-level charging technology that keeps it running cooler, thus helping it last longer and with less annoying fan noise. It will recharge in well under 2 hours, plus there's just something soothing and welcoming about Anker's look. For about 2 years now, the Solix F2000 has been our go-to power station for both van camping and overlanding. It's survived a lot of washboard and off-road jostling in our Xterra, plus dust bombs from 2 separate window blowouts. Even though we have built-in solar in the van, we usually bring this along when we're planning to be off-grid for an extended time. If the house batteries get low, we can plug the van into it, recharge the onboard batteries, and then move the power station and a portable panel to a sunny hillside. If you want a van/truck/camper solar power system, but don't want to go through the hassle of installing one, the Anker Solix F2000 is a quick, easy, durable solution. We know we're supposed to include a con, but we haven't found anything to complain about except the hassle of lifting it into the van after an epic hike. At number 4. Goal Zero Yeti Pro 4000. The new Goal Zero Yeti Pro 4000, $3,999, is another star addition to the brand's portable power station lineup. It wins our Best for RVs and Campers category partly because Goal Zero really delivered with a camper and van-specific design, complete with companion integration/solar kits. The Escape Towable and Escape Drivable kits make it relatively easy to install a Pro 4000 into a traveling home or workshop, and the unit has proper DC 30-amp receptacles. The kits also have some of the nicer wall display control panels we've tried. But the bigger reasons the Pro 4000 wins this category are its performance and dimensions. It is not top-heavy, even with the Tank Pro 4000 expansion battery on top. That makes it highly packable. It also takes a whopping 3,000 W of solar input. Clearly, that's too many panels to carry around conveniently, so why would you want that? For the apocalypse, of course, when solar electricity will be more valuable than gas, fuel only has about a 1-year shelf life, so contrary to pop culture, Mad Max will not be out searching for unleaded, he'll be driving an EV and pirating solar panels. But seriously, if you're going somewhere remote with no power and bringing along your high power needs, the Yeti Pro 4000 is the bee's knees. Pair it with an occasional campground AC outlet recharge or a gas-powered generator, and you could comfortably live off of it indefinitely. It's rated for portable outdoor use, not for a rainstorm, but it can survive a splash or two. It is also the only power station we tested that has a 90-degree elbow on the expansion battery plug, which makes that aspect of it less bulky. This generation of Yetis also marks the company's embrace of Leaf AP04 battery technology, though some current models still use NMC. That's not to say their old ones are bad. We used an NMC battery-powered Yeti 1500 on the first overlanding trip, but the new models are superior, with other details like integrated charging cables and faster charging without add-on cable upgrades. Because of its massive watt hours, the Yeti Pro 4000 can also effectively run air conditioning, at least for a little while. Depending on your portable AC's efficiency, it'll last roughly 1.5 to 2 hours. It is also set up to work for home backup, up to 10 circuits using Goal Zero's Haven 10 manual transfer switch. It performed as expected on our standard tests, but definitely requires a team lift to move it anywhere. Our only complaint: the wheels are too small to effectively roll in the dirt, and the collapsible pull handle feels a little flimsy for the system's weight. It performed as expected on our standard tests, and we have now used it in our camper for dozens of nights and many thousands of miles, with few glitches. But it definitely requires a team lift to move it anywhere. Our only complaint: the wheels are too small to effectively roll in the dirt, and the collapsible pull handle feels a little F. At number 5. Yoshino Power B4000 SST. Yoshino Power's B4000 SST, $3,299, is truly in a class of its own and could even be called the most avant-garde portable power station out there. At north of $3,000, it's a little pricey per watt hour, but that buys an unrivaled level of sophistication. For starters, it's the only power station we know of using solid-state battery technology, which is what the next generation EVs will be switching to. That means it's immune to thermal runaways, plus extremely lightweight per watt hour. Its 4000W inverter is also huge for its size, rivaling the largest power stations in this guide. That means it can power pretty much everything, all at the same time. Other pluses: it uses GaN transistor technology, which is hugely more efficient at reducing energy loss, thus keeping its internals cooler and the fan running less often. It also has a speedy wall AC charge rate, 2 convenient wireless phone charging pads on top, a 30A RV plug, an LED light bar, and a water-resistant, shatterproof interface and faceplate. This year, Yoshino also started offering 2,562 Wh expansion batteries, and you can add up to 3. As a bonus, each can function as an independent battery unit, recharging at 200W from solar, so you could also use their DC outputs to charge other brands' power stations as well. In addition to all of its excellent technical features, the B4000 SST is literally a work of art. Its matte finish and mellow green and gray tones, along with honeycomb-shaped accents, represent a symbol of nature, hard work, and non-stop energy. Fashion jokes aside, it is actually exceptionally elegant, and one of our friends in particular can't seem to stop ogling it. Best of all, it's not just a pretty face. Not surprisingly, it performed exceptionally well during the course of our testing. Yoshino debuted its line of power stations in 2023, which also includes smaller 241Wh, 602Wh, and 1326Wh models, also now with expansion capability. The brand's solar panels are also of high quality. On the downside, the B4000 SST doesn't have massive solar input like some other stations, but its 600W is adequate. We found it impractical to cart around more portable panels than that, anyway. Also, at 53 pounds, it would also be very helpful if it had wheels, though the handles are decently ergonomic. If you enjoy having the most unique and advanced toys, want to cultivate your inner haute couture self, and have the extra cash, you gotta get the Yoshino B4000 SST. Period. It's a spectacular unit. It narrowly escaped winning our overall best award, simply because of its price, plus lack of wheels, both of which are not important deciding factors for some people.